Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I build with the slimes in very hard mode. So we are here in the Path of Adventures, and also I've noticed there are some newbies who's asking how are you going to change the different modes of the game. Well, here in particular, when it comes to Slime Empire or the Goblin Ruins. So for both of these, you can see the button on the lower left portion of the screen. Everyone is going to start in normal mode. So in order for you to do the hard mode, first all you have to do is to finish all the slimes in the floor. Finish all the blue slimes first, and then the red slime will appear. And the red slime is actually the boss. You are going to have a boss fight. So after defeating the red slime, you can go outside, go back to the ship, and then talk to Grand Dissident, and then after that you are here in the map, and now this right arrow over here is now available for you to press, and the hard mode is going to show up. So just like the normal mode, all you have to do is to battle all the blue slimes first until the red slime appears, and after that's defeated, you can head outside again and you can now switch to very hard mode. So this is quite important now, and it's quite easy, especially if you have the necessary gears and heroes. But when it comes to the gears, for me, I'm using currently the SR gears. I was able to craft them, but I'm not yet really picky, or I'm not yet really like checking out each and every stats there is, because I'm going to show you why. So let's enter first, because I remember I did the normal mode using N grade gears, and when it comes to hard mode, I was able to get the R grade gears, and this time for very hard mode, I'm using the SR gears. And also currently, I'll be using my Husbando team, because when it comes to the summertime full party team, of course Lathel and Gray are going to use the summer costume, but I think they are not really that strong enough because I haven't built them properly, and I think Justia just has the R grade gears for now. When it comes to Sherazade and Angelica, I was able to put SR gears on them, but they are really not that strong, so I prefer to use my Husbando team still. So like I said, when it comes to the stats, I'm not yet very picky, or I'm not really paying too much attention. I just get the gear and go upgrade it up to +9, and then just equip it right away. So that goes for everyone else here, just like Sherazade, and like I said, just for Justia, I still have the R mode, although I was able to get the UR exclusive gear for free. I was really happy about that. So I'm using my Husbando team, right? So here's Wiggle. He already has the SR plus his exclusive equipment in UR. Gray is wearing SR gears also, even Lathel, Alec, and Cry. When it comes to the costume, I prefer to use the Liberated Marauder for Cry. For Alec, it's going to be the Destruction. For Lathel, it's going to be the Lonely Survivor, or we can use the original costume, which is Medicinal Herb Tracker. But for now, I'm going to use this one. For Gray, I'm going to use this one, the Sharpshooter of Mist, because I don't know, I think I can observe it has a poison effect, so that's really quite useful. So there we go. So now we have the hunting grounds, right? This is considered dispatch in some other games. It's quite useful. So if you want to use the hunting grounds, it's better if you are going to reach the highest level. Let's say you are able to do the hard mode, or let's say very hard mode. All you have to do is like defeat all the blue slimes you can see in this floor, and then when the red slime appears, you're going to defeat it. So once that happens, you are now able to use the hunting grounds, and you will going to have the option wherein you are able to use the very hard, and it's quite simple. All you have to do is just sacrifice a little time, And you can do it manually, just like what I did before. I manually defeated all the blue slimes. And also, when I faced the boss, or the red slime, I also did this manually. So this is how I position my Husbando team. So Cry is at the center because, you know, we want to make use of the X form, the path of attack. It's an X. So whenever you're going to use that, you can see the different monsters or the number of monsters that are going to get hit with this attack. Followed by Wiggle, who's going to use the explosion. And then Latel, Gray, and lastly, Alec. So let's do this. You can just do this one time, and after that's defeated, you are able to use the hunting grounds. Now that's very convenient because you are able to dispatch your heroes. They can farm in the background, and you can do other things like proceed with the story and all. So let's try with this. And also, this is somewhat slow because I changed the speed from ×2 to 1 time only, because in this way, my screen here doesn't freeze at all. So, it's really good on my end. So see, we were able to defeat almost all of the enemies with just Cry and Wiggle. So, there we go. All you have to do is exit the entire floor. Oh, wait. We just encountered another battle, so we can do this. Let's try in auto mode. And as you can see, isn't it Wiggle was positioned after Cry? Since technically, he explodes and dies after the battle. So whenever we go to the next battle, you can see that from the second slot, he moved to the 5th slot. So that's pretty normal. Let's just wait until it finishes. So I remember what I did was just do the battle manually at most when it comes to the blue slimes. Sometimes I test out my character's strength by doing in auto mode. So far, it's feasible. But when it comes to the boss, I try to do it in manual mode because what we're after is to finish the entire floor. And when that happens, we are able to do this dispatch. So just like here. So see, the hunting request is now lit up. That means now available. So once you're going to do that, choose the max one and request 132. And there you go. Our characters are now farming in the background. And after some hours, you can just go back and check it out. Well, you can see the time here, it's 7 hours and 19 minutes. So after 7 hours and 19 minutes, your dispatch or hunting grounds is finished and you can claim the slimes that they were able to gather in the background. So in the meantime, you can just continue with the story and all of those stuff. So yes, this is how I defeat the slimes in hard mode. Sometimes you can do it manually. And if you want to test the strength of your characters, you can try and do it in auto mode. When it comes to the boss, the red slime, the big one, sometimes I can do it manually because, you know, when it comes to the critical hit rate, isn't it? If your critical hit rate is close to 100, that means your character is able to do a critical damage most of the time, right? So if you happen to check my stats for each of my characters, the critical hit rate is very low. So that means they can land a critical damage rarely. So that's why some damages are quite high, and if that happens, the battle tends to be easier. But sometimes if the damages are not critical, so sometimes the battle tends to be somewhat slow because we proceed to next turn, second round, third round, something like that. So anyway guys, that will be all for today. I was able to show you how I defeat the slimes in very hard mode using my Husbando team. If you have any questions, you can just drop a comment in my YouTube channel because I'm going to post this video over there. That's where we usually hang out. Well, that's the only place where I post my videos aside from my Twitter page. But yeah, anyway, please do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel, YouTube channel, and also please give my videos some love by liking them if you want to. And I'm going to see you again on the next video. This is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day, everyone.